Wij gaan naar de volgende locatie. Dus even kijken wat onze opties zijn. Kijk, het Mrs. Davis' quarters. Construction yard. Bij die vieze landing office. Zullen we daar eerst naartoe gaan?
Lijkt me goed.
Eerst de echte criminelen gaan ontmoeten.
Ja. Shady.
Hello, sir.
Welcome to LaFay Lenders.
Chester.
I'm the owner, Chester LaFay. Are you looking to take out a loan?
Not today, I'm afraid. I'm Miles Fordham, a private investigator.
Look, I don't know what you've heard, but I run a clean business here. I don't need any trouble.
And I'm not here to cause any, for the moment.
Just keep your nose where it belongs. We should get along fine.
Okay.
Do you suppose LaFay turns the heat up to put some pressure on his clients?
Je weet het niet, hè?
Must be soothing for LaFay to be able to look at this landscape while he sits at his desk.
Kunnen we niet naar kijken? Daar kunnen we ook niet naar kijken, want er zit een
He actually
diploma.
has a degree in business from the University of New Britannia? What a waste. LaFay with a woman and a small girl. I wouldn't have taken him for a family man. A crew escaping a shipwreck on a violent sea. Not the most comforting painting to look at while waiting for a loan. I shudder to think how many people's financial freedoms are locked away in that cabinet. That's the latest model.
Analytical
They don't come cheap.
Computron.
LaFay must be doing pretty well for himself.
Nee, dus even vragen stellen aan die man.
Mr. LaFay, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Fine, but keep it brief.
Tell me what you know about Malcolm Harris.
Ah, Mr. Harris. Took out a loan about a month ago. Still
A
hasn't
month
paid me
ago.
back. In fact, he sent along a letter yesterday, saying he was having an emergency and needed more time. I probably should have refused to do business with him. As soon as he walked through the door, I could tell his type.
What type is that?
Upper class, bored with his life, trying to escape and doing it through vice. In his case, gambling.
This guy is good. Maybe you can pursue money lending if the whole private investigator thing doesn't work out.
But for some reason, I pitied him and decided to give him the loan anyway. Compassion isn't exactly an asset in this business, you see.
Nothing to worry about in your case, then.
Aside from that, I don't know anything about him. I prefer to keep how much I know about my clients to a minimum. Makes things easier for me.
Okay.
Are you aware that Malcolm's son Charles was kidnapped last night?
I had no idea he even had a son. As I said, I don't ask my
Ja,
clients too
het
many
doet hem
personal
niks,
questions.
deze
But
aankondiging.
now you've told me, I suppose that would explain the emergency he mentioned in his letter. Poor guy.
Exactly how much did Mr. Harris borrow from you?
Is that relevant to your investigation?
It would help to have an idea of exactly how much he owes you, yes.
I don't feel comfortable telling you the exact amount, but I will say it was over 500 crowns.
A considerable sum.
Like I said,
Over
probably shouldn't
500
have done it,
crowns.
but I'll get the money back one way or another.
What's your policy regarding people who don't pay their loans back?
There are a few options. For the first 3 months or so, I'll send them a letter reminding them. After that, I start to threaten them with legal action. You wouldn't believe some of the things people do to avoid paying back their loans. One client went so far as to fake his own death.
Do you ever employ any more unusual methods?
Now wait just a minute. I see where this is going. Mr. Fordham, I'm a family man myself. If you're implying that I would stoop to kidnapping someone's child as collateral,
I never said that, Mr. LaFay.
look, I have a family to consider. I'm not about to go get my hands dirty when there's plenty of legitimate ways to handle the situation.
Ja, hij doet dus geen illegale dingen.
Take a look at this piece of fabric. Does it look familiar to you?
Sure, it looks like it came from a jacket. In fact, yes, it's the same fabric as the jacket I'm wearing.
Oké.
Would you mind if I took a look at your jacket?
Sure, not a problem.
Kijken of hij geen knopen mist. Denk ik, of niet?
Dat is een goede vraag.
Ik kan niet naar die knopen kijken.
Nou, ik denk dat wij bij meerdere mensen hun jassen kunnen bekijken.
Ja. Pijltje naar rechts, kan je de achterkant bekijken. Maar goed, ik zie niks. Hij mist niks, ik kan niks aanklikken. Hij mist geen knopen, ik denk dat dat relevant is. Toch?
No tears in mine, huh?
Not a one. You clearly take good care of your clothing.
I don't mean to discourage you, Mr. Fordham, but I've seen a lot of people with this style of jacket. Hell, even Malcolm has one. I remember he was wearing it when he came in here.
I see.
Malcolm
Thank you
had
for the
dezelfde
information,
jas
Mr.
aan.
LaFay.
Malcolm had dezelfde jas aan. Misschien moeten we dan even terug naar het huis en dan even naar de jassen kijken. Denk je niet?
Ja, dat lijkt me goed.
Dan doen we dat nog even in deze video erbij. Even naar die jassen kijken. Kunnen we hem ernaar vragen, trouwens?
I'll let you know if I have any more questions.
Nee. Even kijken of een van die jassen hier in de kast hangt.
You don't suppose...
Niks aan de hand. Hé, hier zit een gat in.
that?
It matches the piece of torn fabric perfectly.
So, this
Ah.
means...
It could mean many things. The only thing that's certain is that a piece of this jacket ended up on the floor of the nursery.
Seems like something worth asking Mr. Harris about.
Ja, dat lijkt mij ook, ja. Dan moeten we eens even gaan vragen aan die man.
I have some questions for you, Mr. Harris.
Ja.
Yes, of course.
Mr. Harris, do you recall the torn piece of fabric I found in the nursery?
Yes, what about it?
As it turns out, one of the jackets in your wardrobe has a tear exactly the same size and shape as this one. Would you care to tell me how that happened?
That can't be.
I'm afraid it is. So explain it.
I have no explanation. The truth is, I haven't worn that jacket in weeks. I've no idea how it was torn.
Are you suggesting someone else took your jacket and wore it when the child was taken?
I don't know. Perhaps someone is trying to make it look as though I... But that's absurd. Why would I kidnap my own son?
Why indeed, Mr. Harris?
You really think he kidnapped
Goeie
his own
vraag.
son, Miles? Seems more likely he was set up.
Ja.
But he also doesn't strike me as a terribly good parent. Maybe it would serve him right to be blamed for this. We've done our part. The police can handle the search for the missing baby.
Those are all the questions I had for now.
All right.
Ja, dan stel ik voor dat we maar naar een volgende locatie weer gaan.
Ja.
Dus dat komt wel goed. In de volgende video.
Ja.
Joejoe.
Joe.